Did you know you can get paid up to $150 for writing one article? Yeah. And no, you don't have to be an English major or a journalist to get paid money like this. There are many freelance writing and remote writing jobs available to beginners just like you. If you'd like to know where to find these high-paying freelance writing jobs for beginners all over the world, stay tuned and watch this video. Hey, let me introduce myself. My name is Eddie with a Y. Yes, the spelling is that serious. And I run a website called workathomenoscams.com. And I also run this YouTube channel, both of which are designed to help you make money online and avoid scams. I want you to be one of the first people to receive these new opportunities. To do that, go ahead and click on that subscribe button and bell notification. In today's video, you're going to learn how to trade in time for money. This is unlike what I do, where I make money passively like you see here while I was asleep. And it's because of a system that I've linked to at the bottom of this video. So be sure to check that out after you watch this video if you are interested in making passive income. So we're going to jump into this video on freelance writing and remote writing jobs for beginners. All the companies, or most of the companies I'm going to be covering, will be listed in this article, which I will link to in my pinned comment down below with this video. So be sure to check that out. It kind of lays out companies and some of the pros and cons, so you can click on those to get your questions answered. Now, keep in mind, because these are jobs, you're going to have to apply, wait to hear back from employers and all that good stuff. So I have some links in the bottom of my description that links you to some extra ways to make some income while you're waiting to hear back from employers, because it can take some time. First company we're going to talk about is probloggers.com. It is a job seeking website for specifically writers, and they have various types of jobs here. And the good thing is you can see that a lot of these jobs are remote and can be done from anywhere, so you're not necessarily limited by your location for many of these. So we're going to go ahead and click on this listing here, and basically what you would do is just read the description like you would any normal job website, and be sure that you read those descriptions very carefully, because if you're not able to follow directions, a lot of times employers will not hire you because of that. So read that stuff very, very carefully, and you're going to be paid based on words. So you can earn anywhere from 3 cents to 10 cents per word here. So what does that mean from the standpoint of real money here? If you have an article right there, their lowest article here is about 1,500. Just do 1,500 times 0.03. And what you'll see here is you would get paid $45 for a 1,500 word article. Let's say you can get 10 cents. 10 cents here times that 1,500 here, and you will get $150 for one article. Now, here's the type of money I make when I write articles here, okay? And obviously this is over a period of time. It's not something that's easy, but I've learned to sit there and create passive income writing my own articles, and that's the type of money that you're seeing here. So when I write an article, it continues to make me money 24 hours a day. So if you want to learn kind of build up passive income writing articles on your own website and creating your website, and if you don't know how to do any of that stuff, it doesn't matter. You can go ahead and check this link in the description down below, and it will walk you through the process to be able to create passive income like this. I can't guarantee it, but I can show you the skills that have helped me make money like this. The next site we're going to talk about here is flexjobs.com. It is also another job search website, but this one actually covers various jobs. They do have writing jobs here. So if I go ahead and type in writing here, and you can see here there are multiple writer jobs here. They let you know if it's worldwide, so this is great for my brothers and sisters all over the world, and you can filter down here like you would normally do. Same thing like ProBlogger, you would just go ahead and click on that, read the description, etc. Now, to actually apply for this job and see the contact information, you have to become a member. And usually I'm not really big on the idea of being, paying for a job, but you're not really paying for a job in this situation. What you're paying for is a service that finds these jobs for you and screens them, okay? And more importantly, this company is legitimate, okay? Because I know a lot of times when people hear like, oh, you got to pay for a job, it's not legitimate. This company is legitimate. It has an A+ BB rating. It also has 5 stars in terms of their complaints. And more importantly, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee here. So as you can see here, satisfaction guarantee, 30 days. If there's a problem, you can get an easy refund. But the benefit of having a company like this that actually does the research is that you avoid jobs that are disguised or scams that are disguised as jobs trying to trick you into something shady. And that's what you're paying for. You're having someone that's actually doing the research to find these jobs and making sure that the quality. Whereas like somewhere here, you're not necessarily getting that. Okay, you're gonna have to just use your best judgment and hopefully you don't get scammed. It's not to say that they actually have a lot of scams here, but you have a second layer of protection when you're using a site like FlexJobs here. So I'll be sure to kind of leave a link there so that you can check it out, and you can check out their FAQs for questions that you may have here. Okay. The next website we want to talk about is hirewriters.com. It is a free website for writers. Basically what happens here is like people like me that want to have folks write articles on my website come here. We post like requirements as to what we want written, and then we pay a certain money here, and then Hire Writers will find the writers in their database to actually write these articles here. So you can come here and join to get paid to write articles here. So you can sign up. It's totally free to get sign ups. So you see here, membership is 100% free. You can get paid up to $20 per article with this once you've kind of get established, because they have levels that you can move up to. You can work as much as you want, anytime you want, and you write about topics that you care about. Like you pick the topics that you want, and you can get bonuses, and you can do different types of writing. Like you don't even have to write like a full article. Sometimes you're just rewriting an article. So this definitely has a lot of good benefits to working here. How do you get paid? You get paid every Friday, okay, if your account has more than $10, and they use PayPal. So if you have a PayPal account or can accept PayPal, then you can definitely use this, although they only accept certain countries here. So it's United States, Australia, Canada, the UK, Singapore, and New Zealand. Now, if you happen to live in a country that's not supported here, you can always check out my global work from home job video that I will link to for my international brothers and sisters. So that's something that you can check out as well. That's pretty much it in terms of like what you're doing here. Again, I will link to this website in that article that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, so you can sit there and get your questions answered about this particular company. The next website I want to talk about is Upwork, and it is a freelance website. Okay, so a freelance website is very similar to a job site. First of all the jobs here are remote. That's the biggest difference between that and like, let's say, a regular job site where some of it might be offline. And what happens here is employers come here and they can hire folks for different types of category of work. So obviously for this video, we're talking about writing. So you can have a person coming here hiring a writer. So for you as a writer or a potential writer, you would just come here and do a search for jobs here. So let's just go ahead and type in writers here. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of writing jobs here. And you can do things like filtering it. So there's all these other filtering options to specify the type of jobs that you want here. I don't suggest filtering too much, otherwise you start limiting your jobs. But in any event, then you go ahead and you can click on a job like you would like any other job site. Make sure you read the instructions very carefully, because a lot of times, I know I do this with Upwork just to make sure that people are paying attention. I leave specific directions in terms of like how you reply back to me. That's what you need to do. Make sure that you read these job descriptions very, very carefully, because if you miss that question or that comment that they're making, they will totally reject you and you will miss out on tons of money here. But once you sat there and read the description and you feel like you qualify, then you can just go ahead and apply, and hopefully you will be approved for this particular company. The next company that we want to talk about is Fiverr. Okay, Fiverr is almost like a freelance website as well, except that you come here and you can offer your services, all right? Whereas Upwork, they determine the prices. Here in Fiverr, you determine the prices as to how much you're willing to do something. And again, they have writing jobs here as well. So people like me can come here and hire someone to write articles. Now, keep in mind with Fiverr, it's a good thing because it is international, but you are competing with a lot of other people. So you want to make sure that you kind of stand out with some of your packages when you're listing your services here for writing. So you can see here that people have different things that they list here in terms of their packages. So there's like a basic package, a standard, etc. And these packages allow you to add additional things. So like for instance, You can say, hey, I'll write your article and then I'll also find images for you. So this is how you can kind of price out these different packages so that you can make more money writing articles and control the amount that you get paid for these articles. So it's something that a lot of people do like. The one thing that might turn some people off is you're going to have to verify your identity. So Fiverr doesn't want shady people doing shady things here. So when you sign up, they're going to have a verification process where they're going to ask you to, load up your ID and then show a picture of yourself, but they're not going to be using any of that stuff against you. The other thing too is they have various payment methods, which is really cool. So if you can't accept PayPal, and I know that eliminates a lot of people from different countries, you can actually have these other options here, such as a Fiverr card, which is like a debit card, and then bank transfer. So that opens up the possibility of using this company in different countries. The other thing that you have to keep in mind is that there's a process. So when someone orders an article, let's say from you, there's going to be a pending period where there's going to be 14 days before they allow you to actually get your money. That's just to make sure that nothing happens and that the buyer is actually satisfied. So you're not going to get your money instantly like you might do with some of these other resources that I showed you. So hopefully you found value in this video. I will have a link, like I said, to this article